Welcome back everybody to St Michael's for the third day. Today we are going to be looking at the other side of the river in detail. We're going to be searching the abandoned house and we're going to be looking at the theory that somebody took her from the other side of the river. We're also going to be looking at Rowan water from the backside and another bridge which goes across the river which we weren't aware of. So hold tight, we're going to walk the normal way just to show you the route. River is a little bit higher today, as you can see. They've had a lot of rain, so the river is deeper and faster flowing today. Not sure if this was what it was like when this happened on the day. As you can see, the Wyre is definitely faster flowing. In fact, it's almost covered there with water. It's got to be about a foot deeper, the water, I would say. So yeah, lots of water there coming over the Wyre, and downstream is a lot faster flowing. So we're going to keep walking past the caravan park on the left there. Yep. So we're going to go through all the way to the gate as normal, and then what we're going to do, we're going to show you guys this side of the river first, just to remind everybody where we're going to be looking, and just to show you how high the path is in the field compared to down by the river over there. It's very isolated, and that's why I've been thinking about it more and more. But you guys can see what you think when you're there, and let me know what you think on it in the comments, etc. So normal path here, very, very muddy today due to the rain. There's the Rowan water, back of Rowan water. We're going to be going through there shortly, a little bit later in the video. So we're going to walk around this little S-bend here. As you see, it goes round to the right and it goes back on itself, basically. Yep, two lovely policemen there. Not sure what they're really doing, to be fair. They were just walking around. I think they were just there for the public more than anything. They weren't searching or anything like that. Yeah. So here we are. We are at the location. Now, that side of the river, as you can see, leads to the main road. Well, no, not the main road, sorry. Hall Lane. Hall Lane leads to Inskip, where Paul and Nicola live. We're going to be going to look at that gate access as well later in the video. That's my theory, is that somebody came from the other side of the river, possibly down that little tributary there, in a little boat, a little dinghy, little rubber thing, blow up thing, and waited for her. So here we are. We are at the far end of the field where she was last seen. Very close to where she was last seen, should I say. There's the tributary, and this is the tight bend in the river. And as you can see, how high up the field is from there, you literally cannot be seen at all, and we're not even down by the water yet. We're only halfway down, so it's a very isolated place. Okay, here we go, down by the water. This is a place I had in mind where somebody could have waited for her with a boat just there on the sand, walked up the bank, grabbed her, and then simply across the river or up the tributary and off there somewhere, because the tributary again is very far sunken from the land, so you're not going to be seen going up there in a boat anyway. Yeah, so that's the first place I had in mind, was here, and as you can see, it's the middle of nowhere. There's Rowan water right across there. We're going to be going there shortly. Here we are, back of Rowan water. This is very close to where Nicola was last seen. CCTV clearly covering the gate, and again, I feel this part of the river here is very well hidden, very calm, and it's a place where somebody could wait and easily just hop across in a little boat and be gone without notice. Although it's a little bit more visible here, I would say, than round the corner. There's the camera capturing the back gate, so no one went through that way. However, this particular way, as you can see, is not covered by the camera, and it's clearly been done already. So here we are. We went through the fence onto the private land, apparently so, I got told afterwards, and Rowan water is on the left hand side of where we are, and a river, as you can see, on the right. Now, this little landing bay here, I looked at that. Again, I thought possibly somebody could land a little dinghy there and wait. But again, it's a little bit more visible than where we were. Now, the reason we're walking this way is I've spotted a little footbridge which saves going miles and miles around trying to find a way to the other side of the river. This little footbridge leads straight across. So, convenient as it is, means climbing a few gates, but hey ho. So, this little area here, I had a good search around in there. I didn't show it on the camera, but lots of rubbish in there. So yeah, had a little look around. As you'll see on my left hand side, there's a gate there leading to the main road via the bridge. So that's another way out. Now we're going to walk across the bridge. I didn't even know this bridge existed. It definitely proves a way out, or a way across the river from there. But again, Rowan water is there, so you would probably be seen, to be fair. But anyway. So we walked along a little bit. We came to this little dam for the flood water when it floods. We're the opposite side of the river now from where we were, obviously. And we're going to have a little walk further along. Basically, the plan is to go onto the opposite side of the S-bend in the river, where the little beach was. The plan is to go the opposite side over there. Just have a look around, really. Just search the area and show you guys how easy I think personally it would be for somebody who has planned something like this, if they did, to do it, to execute it without being seen. So here we are, we're nearing the S-bend now on the other side. So the field opposite the river there is where Nicola was last seen. Just there, just opposite just across the river from there. Beautiful countryside today. It's quite warm but very windy. Apologies for the wind. Now this little place looked interesting, directly opposite where she was seen. So I thought I'd have a little search around in here while I was there, and actually found a dog ball, a little dog tennis ball, which not sure if it's suspicious or not really. I mean, early on they were saying that the ball would be key to breaking the case, and then I think they said there was no ball, but I gave it to the police anyway. So see what happens with that. So here's the little tributary we were talking about from the opposite side. Again, I think this part of it has been searched. I'm not sure how far up they went. Probably not very far, because they weren't aware of her mental conditions. They may well have gone up a lot further. That little tributary, not that one, the main one, goes for miles and miles. There we go. So I think it might be worth them researching this further up, because if she had gone off in a state, for example, she could easily have crossed the river on that little footbridge we've just shown and be there. But they've ruled that out, because I don't know why they've ruled it out. Anyway, there's the main road, and we're going to be over that side shortly. Now, on the way back, I've seen this little path. I saw it the other day, but I didn't go think it went anywhere. So I went down here, had a little look, and actually, there's no CCTV down here, and this is clearly a way out from where Nicola was. And yeah, there's no cameras, and as you'll see in a moment, by that Jeep there, it leads to the main road, and it comes out after the pub. The pub has CCTV, but this comes out after the pub. So technically she could have come through this way, out here where I'm going to show you now, turned right, and she wouldn't have been on any immediate CCTV. Again, the police haven't mentioned this, and it hasn't really been shown. There's the main road. The pub is out there on the left, a couple of buildings down. So that's interesting. Right, we're going to go back across the bridge, and we're going to go to the abandoned house now, and we're going to go to the other side of the river, on the other side of the tributary. Obviously we couldn't get to it there due to the water. So this is where Nicola parked her car at the school, in that car park there. Basically over the bridge, turn left. We're going to walk down this road. There was no footpath, and we're going to have a look at the abandoned house, try to anyway, and we're going to go across the field and check the river out, where I personally think there's quite a high chance that it may have been the area. So here is the house that is under renovation. Very big driveway, very big house. I thought I'd just walk in and see what happened, basically. Yeah, so we got to around here, and there's like an archway with a garden. So I just thought, why not? I'll have a look in there. Now, some of these areas here, they don't look to me like they've been searched. Like that pile of rubble there, I can't imagine the police have pulled all that up. You know, and if it was me, I'd want to be overturning every stone, you know, personally. Even that lump of stuff there, I mean, it's a lot smaller, but it clearly hasn't been moved for a long time. Up here, I think up here would have been searched quite easily, because even though it's all overgrown, there's not much to hide anything under at all. But I had a look anyway, show you guys what the police would have been dealing with. Well, you hope they've been dealing with. So yeah, it was a very, very overgrown garden, very large garden. So we came back to the gate, and this pile of rubble was bugging me a little bit, so I just thought I'd pull some of it down. And clearly that definitely had not been searched recently, not in the last 3 weeks. There was rainwater in there that smelled really bad, so the police haven't moved any of those rocks there. And to be honest, I wasn't about to do that myself, but I think it needs to be done personally. On the way out, saw a little car there, so perhaps it wasn't under renovation at all, or perhaps I got the wrong place. But either way, we searched the garden. Now just next door we had this little place, which looked a little bit dodgy, so I thought I'd have a look. Now in here there's a pile of wood, wait for it, the other place, and I can't imagine again that the large pile of wood has been all searched underneath. Personally, I don't think it will have been. I just can't see the police pulling all that down, putting it all back up in a pile, but we never know. This is the little shed next to it. Again, I had a look in there. I can pretty much rule out there's nothing in there. I had a good look around off camera as well, but just thought I'd show you guys what the place is like. So back on the main road to the gate that we showed you earlier. Managed to get into the field. There's the house we just went to, and we're going to go up to the river from the other side. Here we go. Again, opposite us now is the field where Nicola was last seen, and the little beach is just to the right of the camera there, just round that corner there. Yeah, so we'd have a little walk around here. Now I was thinking earlier, looking over the river, that this may have been a place where somebody could have just got a little boat down there. And then opposite, of course, as you can see, is the big drop where when you're down there you literally can't be seen by anybody. So here could have been a potential crossing place, and obviously there's a little crossing in the fence there as well, so I think that is a potential place. Either way, I do feel that this theory of the other side of the river being used is definitely a high possibility, because there's no cameras on that road, and there's plenty of escape and access points, and plenty of possibilities, including the tributary. They may well have sailed that little boat, whatever, paddled it up there quite far, out the way completely, and then done whatever they need to do, put her in a van or a vehicle of some kind, right? We all hope this hasn't happened, but of course we're just talking about if it has happened. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Now my next video is the burial site possibility that we went to last time. When I got there, the ground had actually been dug up, and there was somebody there, not a policeman, digging up with a spade, and I joined in a little bit. So the next video will basically be around that and what happened. Thanks for watching, everybody.